Business AM. You can talk to us at Metropole TVKE, hashtag Business AM. You can also join us YouTube as we broadcast this live to you, whatever it is that you're watching us from worldwide. It's a beautiful feeling. All right. So this morning, we're going to cross straight over and talk about how your agro-commodities market look like. Remember, we are investigating all the prices in terms of how you're buying and selling. So Stephanie Waswa is right here in the studio. She'll be buying, I'll be selling. So she'll be buying from where it's retailing the cheapest, and we're approaching that in terms of you factor in transportation costs, and then you pretty have to know what happens in the markets that you're targeting in terms of VAT and all that. Because as you know, we're going to talk about this morning, the VAT in pretty much many markets is different in Kenya, and the taxes that are imposed on trading is also different. So once you factor that in, then you will know exactly how much profits you're going to make once you buy and sell your agro-commodities. All right, with that, let's start for crossover and start on it straight away. Stephanie, I think we can do that, isn't it?
We can do this.
And then see what we have.
The prices are still the same. And Nakuru being the cheapest at 2,700 shillings.
Yes.
Nairobi, still the same.
Still the same, isn't it? At 4,050.
Yes.
Kisumu, we were talking about 5,000 and something. So we're just hoping that we have something from there, isn't it? Kisumu had to be rectified this morning because yesterday we were still talking about the luck in terms of prices. So let's just hope that we shall not be getting that much of it today. This one is pretty much the same as well,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, from Eldoret at 1,600 shillings.
And then the other markets are pretty good. Mombasa and Nairobi, you can factor that in because you're bound to make yourself some 1,500 shillings in terms of profit, almost double the price. Nakuru not also so bad because they're close to Eldoret. You're bound to make yourself some 600 shillings.
Yes,
all right,
yes.
finger millet.
A 90 kilogram bag goes for 6,300 shillings from Nakuru.
All right, you're bound to make yourself a whopping 2,700 shillings. Actually the same, isn't it? If you sell in Nairobi and in Eldoret, it's going at 8,100. You're bound to make yourself some good 1,800 shillings in terms of your profits this morning. Good. Finger millet is used for making uji,
yes,
isn't it? The brown uji.
Yes.
When the last time you took it, it's good for muscle development. That's what they say.
Weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorghum 90 kilogram bag goes for 5,000 shillings from Nakuru. No, actually,
no.
600 shillings from Mombasa.
Sorghum is actually used to make tea. It's a beverage.
It's a beverage.
Yes, sorghum. Yeah. It's a beverage. Sorghum is a beverage.
Okay.
It is a beverage. It is a beverage. Sorghum is a beverage.
Oh, you're talking to Richie. Okay.
Yes, Steph. It is. Is it not?
I'm not sure.
Canadian beans, 2,000 shillings in terms of profit if you get them from Nakuru, isn't it?
Yes.
Sorghum is supposed to be used for making a beverage. That's the way it is.
I don't know. You're talking to me, Richie.
No, I'm talking to you because you don't believe in me.
I don't know because I'm not sure, so I can't really argue. So.
Is it true? Okay, cool. That's coming out. I will tell you after this.
Beans roast cocoa, 4,950 from Nairobi.
All right. You're going to sell that in Eldoret this morning for some 3,150 shillings, 3,050 shillings in terms of profit. Is it true that because no? All right, let's just continue.
Beans Pentimania, 90 kilogram bag goes for 6,000 shillings from Nakuru.
All right, and you're going to sell that for 3,000 shillings in terms of profit. It's actually remained like that since yesterday. And Nairobi is also not so bad. That people don't travel home up country most often or oftenly like you are the ones who don't know what sorghum is used for.
Okay.
That's data. That's proven.
Delicious Njahe, a 90 kilogram bag goes for 8,500 shillings
It's actually
in Nakuru.
It's actually remained the same since yesterday. Eldoret is still retailing at 11,700 shillings, isn't it? Actually, sorghum, they say, doesn't have any, what do you call it, any substance in it that is addictive, like how you talk about caffeine in coffee and tea.
Yeah.
No, but sorghum is just plain. That's why SDAs are the ones who are taking that much.
Oh, wow.
I will
so
know.
we're taking...
I will know.
Okay.
You see that?
So we're taking sorghum from now on?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Green Mombasa at 9,000 shillings.
All right, 3,600 shillings in terms of profit if you take it to Eldoret. The other markets are also not so bad as we saw from yesterday. Yes, cowpeas.
A 90 kilogram bag goes for 5,400 shillings.
All right, you're going to sell that in Nakuru at 9,000 shillings this morning. And Eldoret is also not so bad. Nairobi, if you're going to factor in transportation and all that, then 6,300 shillings. If you're going to shop in Mombasa, it doesn't make proper sense if you just leave it in Nairobi. Yes, what they say, even meat is not so good for our health.
It's not.
But meat is what most Nairobians take.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It's true.
Yes.
Fresh peas, 51 kilogram bag goes for 3,060 shillings in Eldoret.
Okay, and Mombasa, 1,000 shillings. Actually, the availability of grains, or mboga, as you call it in Nairobi, when you compare it with meat, meat is readily available than mboga in most instances.
True.
And so most Nairobians will run to that as a solution for the dinner plates, isn't it? All right.
Groundnuts, 110 kilogram bag goes for 9,000 shillings from Nakuru.
You're going to sell that in Nairobi at 12,500 shillings. Eldoret, 10,350 as well, isn't it? I think that's really good. Mombasa, not so bad as well, because it's got some 3,000 shillings in terms of profit, isn't it?
Yes,
and know what they say about the availability of food in Nairobi. Sometimes greens become more expensive than
meat.
It's true. It does.
Wow.
In some areas. Like if you bought Nsaga, it's way expensive than your beef.
Yeah.
Yes. Mama takuwekea zile ndogo ndogo. By the time you're getting to what will satisfy you, you bought something for like 500 shillings. 500 shillings is more than a kilo of beef, isn't it?
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
telling you.
White Irish potatoes from Eldoret goes for 1,400 shillings.
You're going to make yourself 1,100 shillings in terms of profit, because in Mombasa as well, not so bad as well. 1,200 shillings in terms of profit. Kisumu yet to be confirmed, but shall be confirmed, updated to you when and how we have the data from the Metropole Harvest. And not to worry, market today is up next. They also cover commodities. All right, cassava fresh.
99 kilogram bag goes for 2,500 shillings from Mombasa.
Not so many options as we learned from yesterday, all right, that we have for you this morning, because Mombasa, 2,500 shillings. I would have loved to know how much is going in the other markets, but that's what we have for you this morning. Cassava, is it eaten in rice?
No.
Yes.
No.
You can eat cassava and rice. Put it in sauce and make soup out of it, and then take it with rice, or for breakfast.
As you're not making soup
Out of cassava. It's never been.
They'll become mushy.
No, it's never been made. But if you put it in okay, let's talk about sweet potatoes. All right, in Eldoret, you're going to sell that at 4,800, and Nairobi 3,600. I think you're buying from there, isn't it? Actually, you're buying from Nakuru at 3,500 shillings, and then take it to Mombasa and sell it for 2,500 shillings in terms of profit.
Yes,
isn't it?
Cabbages,
Yes.
126 kilogram bag goes for 1,300 shillings in Eldoret.
Why are you laughing when I'm telling you can make soup
Because
for cassava?
it doesn't make sense.
But that's how dishes are made. You
What
try.
dishes?
Yes, Mombasa 6,000 shillings, isn't it? All right. What if you make soup out of it? What if you?
That would be disgusting.
It won't be disgusting if you make it really good.
Cooking bananas.
Put in the right amount of spices and sell it really good.
Cooking bananas, 22 kilogram bag.
Add some coriander on top of it.
No.
I think I'll try that and then give it to you to taste. All right, Eldoret, 1,200 shillings. Stephanie, you're just an okay cook. How would you know? Why is it making you laugh
I
this much?
wouldn't want to eat such a thing.
But I see you eat cassava all the time.
Which doesn't have soup. You see, it doesn't have soup.
Are you saying that I gave you cassava soup, you won't even take it?
Cassava, do you see that's different? That's
It's so
cassava
wholesome.
soup.
It's so
But for
wholesome.
you'll put onions, then
Yeah,
put
and then
some
get some
spices.
tomatoes inside it, get some
And
spices
then it
inside
become
it.
mushy. And then
No, it won't be. It will be really good.
if you should know.
Just because, yeah, guys, just because it's not been tried doesn't mean that you can try it.
Try it, and then you see, it's gonna be a fail.
That's the same thing they said about crickets, and I've never died. And I eat them all the time.
Crickets is different.
All right.
They're fried.
Carrots this morning.
6,000 shillings
You
from
have two markets that you're pushing it to. They
Nairobi
retail at
and Eldoret.
9,000 shillings, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what we saw even as from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomatoes.
Can you eat carrots with bread? You can. Yeah, you just make the little ones. You
probably
credit and then put it inside, isn't it? Yeah, I mean you can make a good sandwich of carrot sandwich.
You can do that.
Yeah, isn't it? No. Then why are you saying no to cassava? You think that won't be weird?
You see, it doesn't have soup.
All right, tomatoes 7,500 shillings. The list price is actually
Mombasa,
Mombasa,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes.
At 4,500 shillings. So you can buy them in Mombasa and then push them into the other markets.
Yes,
dry onions is remain the same, Stephanie.
Nairobi 845, yeah, Kisumu, Eldoret, I mean, being our highest market at 1,260 shillings.
All right, that's fine. All right, you can actually take, you know what they say about onions? You're supposed to eat them raw.
No.
Yes.
Spring, I've never had such a thing, and there's no such a thing.
That's why you're an okay cook.
Spring onions, 142 kilogram bag goes for 1,200 shillings.
Why is it you never believe what I tell you, Stephanie?
You can't eat
raw onions. You can give it to
me. Do you know how it feels
really good.
when you eat kachumbari?
Yes.
And then how your mouth tastes after.
You know what they say?
And then if you eat raw onion.
Wait. Actually going to sell spring onions in Nairobi at 3,600 shillings. They say after that, take a lemon. We're going to look at how it retails this morning. Then after that, you'll be really good to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Chilies, 38 kilogram bag goes for 280 shillings.
All right. You have Nairobi because you're going to make yourself some pretty good money, around 670 shillings. And then you go back to Nakuru. Also, there's some good money as well there because it's retailing at 3,500 shillings. Capsicums.
Yes. The name in French?
I've not confirmed it, but I think that's what it is.
50 kilogram bag goes for 2,000 shillings from 2 markets in Mombasa.
All right, Nairobi capsicums going for 3,250. That's your good market this morning. Nakuru, not so bad because there's 1,000 shillings in terms of profit at stake or losses in terms of way that it is you approach your markets this morning. Yes. So what they say about French? French is like a poem.
Yeah, it is. It is a love language.
Yes.
Brinjals 44 kilogram bag goes for 1,100 shillings.
All right, Nakuru 1,900 shillings in terms of your profits. You can also push it to Nairobi, make yourself some 440 shillings in terms of profit. Kisumu, Eldoret, yet to be confirmed, shall be confirmed and updated to you when and we have the prices from the Metropole Harvest. All right, passion fruits.
57 kilogram bag goes for 4,560 shillings from Eldoret.
All right, you have 2 markets retailing at 6,000 shillings. That is Mombasa, Nairobi. That's where you're taking it. Now, Nakuru, not so bad as well because it's going for 5,500 shillings. You're bound to make yourself some good money if you approach that market as well. I think that's, I think you're going to make yourself some good money, isn't it? Yes. Not so bad because those two are pretty much close, some 800 shillings in terms of profit. Good.
Yes. Oranges, we have 2 markets, Nairobi and Mombasa, going for 1,900 shillings.
Nakuru seems so potent this morning. There's 5,500 shillings there. That's 3,600 shillings in terms of profit. Eldoret, not so bad as well because you can make yourself some whopping 1,500 shillings in terms of profit. Good. All right, let's cross over. Lemons. Yes.
95 kilogram bag goes for 2,200 shillings from Mombasa.
Good. You have Nakuru, Nairobi for 3,000 and 3,500 shillings respectively. Guess what? They say take a lemon before you sleep. You wake up the next day when your mouth is really fresh. If you take kachumbari, take a lemon. It will kill the taste and the smell. That's what we're saying. You can eat dry onions fresh.
I will try that.
Yeah. It's like once you make your greens and all that, don't cook your onions, chop them immediately, mix them up and then take them. They have that sweet, nice taste, isn't it? And then after that, take a lemon. You'll be pretty much good to go.
What's the sweet taste? I'm lost.
Yeah, because wow,
sweet taste.
There's a sweet taste there. All right, mango's local.
1 kilogram bag goes for 1,500 shillings from Nairobi.
All right, you're going to sell that at 2,800 shillings in terms of profit all the way in Eldoret. Yes. Good.
Eldoret, mangoes ngoe at 1,400 shillings.
Guess what? No. Nakuru, 500 shillings, isn't it? Yeah. All right, it's actually so cheap that you can't believe it. Yeah. So buy it from Nakuru and then push it all the way to the other markets that we have in line. You're bound to make yourself some good money. All right. Let's just cross over and talk about pineapples, isn't it?
Yes, still the same. Nakuru at 600 shillings. Eldoret being our highest market
at 1,170 shillings. It's remained like that for over 2 months now. Yeah. All right. I think that's really good.
It is good.
Onions have a sweet, nice taste.
I'm lost. What the sweet?
It's what do you call delicious? Therefore, let me not say sweet because sweet is sugar.
It's not still delicious.
It's delicious.
Pawpaw 54 kilogram bag goes for 1,500 shillings in Mombasa.
Yeah, I'm lost this morning. Nairobi 4,320 in terms of a pawpaw. That's some good money. Nakuru not so bad as well, isn't it? In fact, if you want to make yourself some good money when you're going to buy pawpaw, buy them from from Mombasa and then push them in all the other markets in Kenya. You're pretty much good to go. Guess what? Kisumu has to be the least here. Just so we don't have the prices this morning, isn't it?
I'm sure, yes. But we have two markets tying.
Yes.
Eldoret and Mombasa at 2,500 shillings.
And the leading markets this morning are Nakuru, Mombasa. So go to Kisumu, get your avocados. You're bound to make yourself some good money. Or if you're not so sure about Kisumu, then go to Eldoret, push it to the other markets. You're bound to make yourself some 1,000 shillings in terms of profit.
Kales from Nakuru goes for 600 shillings.
As expected. And
Yes.
somebody was telling me that in some sections of Eldoret, that's the average pricing, but you're bound to find that in Eldoret, you're buying them at a cheaper price than even Nakuru. That's what somebody was telling me yesterday.
Yes.
A trusted trader, all right, to push all that. To Mombasa, make yourself some 2,000 shillings. Or Nairobi, make yourself some good 1,800 shillings in terms of profit.
Yes. Eggs, 320 shillings from Mombasa.
And then you're bound to sell them. Actually, 320 shillings in Mombasa.
Is
The
where
other
you
markets are
sell
pretty
them,
much
yeah.
the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, we do know that Mombasa this week has been the leading in terms of these
Okay,
prices.
yes.
So you don't know how much money you're bound to make yourself. Good. Is it time for us to say goodbye to Stephanie Watson? Probably today we shall be having her back to tell us exactly what you guys are talking about on social media. How is AFCON going on? Richie, where are we in AFCON? Who's that? Is it? Well, who's Egypt lost? We're sure of that, isn't it? So Salah is out. Senegal, what? Senegal won. Wow. Is it Mane who scored? You're not so sure. But Mane is the top scorer. He has 3 goals so far in the tournament, isn't it? All right. So how many teams we have left? We are past the quarterfinals, aren't we? All right. Now that tells me Richie has not been watching AFCON. Good. Richie, which club do you support? Is it Chelsea? Harambee Stars. Good. I'm not so sure about Chelsea. They have now Frank Lampard as the coach. That's a losing streak. You're going to kick him out after 1 week. All right. We take a short break here on Business AM as we tease exactly what we expect to talk about on social media business. Once we come back, we are talking Metropole Review. What should you know in the economy, and what are these major headlines that are forming the base of our conversation this morning? Guess what? Find us on YouTube at Metropole TV. Find us online, hashtag BusinessAM at Metropole TV. That is on Twitter, hashtag BusinessAM. Instagram at Metropole TV KE. Let's get talking. Let's get analyzing what goes on in our economy this morning as you start your business day after the break.